I am a VTuber, and I'm the VTuber pilot. Nice to meet you. My name is Karma, and I would like to share with you about basically how I'm a VTuber who loves other VTubers. And I wonder if there's other VTubers out there like myself. Because shortly after going to a convention that I have attended,
Is this it? Let's go.
the number one thing I seem to have noticed is the fact that I don't think I really saw many other fangirls like myself in the crowd. And, maybe that was a misrepresentation of the different audiences that ingest VTubers content because I feel like if VTuber Twitter obviously is any sort of example, how many fellow VTubers ingest each other's content? I know it's gotta be that there are more VTuber girls and VTuber pilots who, like myself, kind of became a VTuber out of our exposure to Vtubing, like especially on Twitch, I guess you could say like the new age VTubing. I did not become a VTuber because I knew what VTubing was. I didn't become a VTuber because I wanted to roleplay a character. I didn't become a VTuber because I wanted to be a content creator who remained anonymous. I became a VTuber for like all the what I do feel most of the time are opposite reasons that most VTubers become VTubers. And I guess that makes me a little bit special in the space, but also it gets a bit lonely. It's hard to relate to my fellow VTubers. So, knowing that I want to continue making VTuber related content, emphasizing on being a VTuber, furthering my VTuber career, because this is something that I'm really passionate about and I really believe in it, but I also want to do it my way. And I keep having a sort of imposter syndrome sometimes when I tell myself, well, I know what I got going for me is good. There are so many people out here who would love to be VTubers who can't even afford a model, let alone the gaming equipment you need if you want to do anything besides sit here and talk, right? I have two computers. I have a laptop that I use to stream and record, and then I have a gaming PC that I am able to game off of. So I know I'm really blessed and lucky, and I already have one foot so far forward compared to a lot of VTubers. It's not worth telling myself anything beyond that as to why I should change the way that I am creating my content, because I know there's plenty of people out there who, against all means, found a way to create content they were passionate about. They didn't change it. They found their audience. They found people to relate to. They created a community. And then the things they needed to continue streaming and creating their content and being successful came afterwards. So I started my career, I was a face cam streamer, and I met people at conventions, and that led me to the exposure of VTubers. Someone who I knew in Cloud9 retweeted Vienna in Cloud9 when she was at the time her debut. Next thing I knew, I was watching my first VTuber debut, and I had no idea what the heck it was. But I was just I couldn't believe it was real. I think I still to this day I think about it because when I was really really young and I first was exposed to Vocaloids, I could not tell you how much I thought when I found out what Vocaloids were, that in my head when I was little, that's what I thought like VTubers are nowadays. I thought someone was Hatsune Miku. Like that was like an individual it was like a girl, and she was a superstar who traveled the world and did concerts dressed up like her anime character or something. And then my friend revealed to me, who she was the one who got me into Vocaloids. She's like, "No, dude. They sit there and they watch people like it's just the anime. It's the digital. It's like on a screen. Like they go to her concerts and they listen to this music and like I don't know if it's a person or not. I still don't know. I actually still don't fucking know." I like maybe it was based on but I don't think that's what the Vocaloids are. I think it's like a creation, right? From people. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I just know that I loved the concept when I was younger and I fell in love with it, and it just like led me down like watching more anime and stuff, and I never kind of like revisited the Vocaloids. I just always liked that concept in my head. Um so I really like anime and VTubers and live performances and somehow meshing your real life and going to events and attending concerts with also anime. Yep, that's it. That's how you wrap that one up. Okay. So, now that I got my thoughts out there, now that I got my thoughts out there, and just wanted to, I wanted it to sort of explain to people that there are those of us who were exposed to this infection of VTubing. Exposed to VTubing and became VTubers, who are most definitely not following the same journeys as some of the traditional, that's what I like to call them. I feel like that's a respectful name and stuff like that. I feel like someone who has the luxury, it is a luxury, you know, like let's be honest, right? Of spending a bunch of money or the talent, okay, if you're talented, I understand. The talent to be able to draw your own VTube model. And then beyond that, the marketing required, marketing material, marketing art, right? Uh, the reach you kind of need to have one of those big bang boom debuts. Someone who goes through the legwork and has the ability to do that is a traditional VTuber. I feel they follow the traditional VTubing, and I walked right along that line, or so I thought. Apparently the first thing that I did wrong was I left my legs somewhere down the line. Oh well. And so we'll get there one day. A lot of people debut with full models. They have an entire model, head to toe, fully rigged, and they have a bunch of artwork to accompany it. I aspire. I absolutely aspire. But that hasn't been my journey. And I don't think I should make myself feel bad or lesser or even ask people to pity me, right? That's not what I'm looking for either. I'm really happy with my journey so far. I'm really excited. I'm having fun. And I was hoping that maybe there are other VTubers out there like myself who are huge fans of VTubers who I think have been such a strong influence on the passion that I have today for VTubers and being a part of the community and creating content in this manner with a virtual character, being like a virtual puppeteer, being a VTuber pilot, as I like to call myself, is one of the best things, if not the best thing I get to wake up to every single day and do and have ever been able to wake up and do. So, I want to keep doing that. And I also know that there may be others out there who are attempting to walk along the same lines as I am. And as we may fall off and walk around it, it's still really nice to try to cling to and attempt to straighten ourselves out so that we too can walk the fine line of I guess what it is to be a VTuber, right? So for those of you out there who, like me, are not only VTuber fans but also aspiring VTubers yourself, no, you're not alone. And I also think it's really wholesome of those of us who are proud enough to have our sort of favorites and be fans of VTubers that we support and don't fall into that silly content creator trap where like I feel like it's shunned around that like if you're a content creator you shouldn't be a fan of another content creator or something like that. And I just think that's silly. I think everyone has, you know, their favorites, and I think it will help you not only connect with other people who also like the same things that you like, at least that is the advice that was given to me, but also it's just healthy to be like honest with yourself and other people around you. If you really like something, if you're really passionate about it, and you feel like it's a part of your personality that you have to hide when talking to people, as long as it's not hurting anyone, obviously, share it with people. If it is a positive thing and you feel like you should be ashamed of it or something like that, don't. Don't. Okay? Love it loudly. And so, since I was given, I wasn't given that advice, but I was given the advice of maybe if you do more loudly share the people and things that you like as a content creator, it'll help you connect with more people in that manner. So that's what I'm doing right now. So if you enjoy VTubers as much as I do, and you're just happy they exist, well, we would probably get along.